Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, I woke up mighty early to go check out what was going on with Cyberpunk 2077. They had a stream today, a lot of cool stuff is on the way, and yeah, I immediately know there's gonna be some of you who are like, nah, it's not for me, don't really care. That's fine, that's chill. But I care, and I enjoy this game very much, because it just gets better and better. CD Projekt Red continues to put in effort in trying to make it better and better. And honestly, these days, that's all you can really ask from a company, because most of the time when there's a screw up, and admittedly there was here, not many people work that hard to fix it, and they are doing that. And I'm pretty impressed. And before that one guy writes in the comments, which I know you want to do, that yeah, I'm in Cyberpunk. I'm probably a little biased. I'm friends with CDP. I've been their friends and a fan for years. And yeah, I want them to succeed. I want what's best for them, for me as a player, for you as a consumer. And I hope it ends up well. Sue me. And it looks like things are going to go well because the new expansion was announced, Phantom Liberty, and it's set up to be this kind of spy thriller taking place in a new district with a whole new cast of characters, and oh, Keanu Reeves is back. My hope is that if they can do something like they did with Witcher 3 in the first expansion, Hearts of Stone, which was, and probably still is, my favorite expansion of anything ever, it is just a perfectly contained, extremely well-written, and very tight story that I believe that if they can bring just even an ounce of that energy to this, it's going to be wonderful. In other news, PAX West was this weekend, and we got a lot of announcements and a lot of fun things that came from that, but also some interesting tidbits. One of the most controversial bits of news came from Xbox's Matt Booty, who during a panel said he dreams of a day when QA testing could be done by AI. Booty explained that as games get more complex, they're more prone to bugs, and claimed that the current QA testing methods struggle to keep up with this. He said, "What I always say when I bump into the AI folks is, help me figure out how to use AI to go test a game. Because I would love to be able to start up 10,000 instances of a game in the cloud, so there's 10,000 copies of the game running, deploy an AI bot, and spend all night testing the game. Then in the morning, we get a report. Because that would be transformational." And in theory, he's not wrong. I mean, having that information, having the ability to test that many times, that quickly, would be transformational. It is something that you have to appreciate when it comes to QA testing, because QA testing is tough. It is not necessarily as fun as we all imagine getting access to games early to be. It's like, okay, I need to figure out why there's a bug in this room, so let's walk into a wall 85 times. Maybe. That's like on the light end. I know a lot of QA testers, and it's not the most exciting job in the world. It's long hours, and more importantly, it's tough. And so when I see QA testers around the games industry right now start to form unions and try to fight for better pay, I totally support it, because honestly, they're putting in a lot of work. And that is why his statement seemed so cold to so many people, because the idea of all these Q&A workers trying their hardest and trying to form these unions, and then he comes along and says, what if AI did it? It seems sort of like a slap in the face. I understand. I don't think there was anything intentionally malicious about all this. I think he was just saying, big number-wise, it would make games better in the long run as games get bigger and more complex and more crazy if we had 10,000 instances of playtests instead of the couple hundred that could happen in a day. And he's just hypothetically saying, if this was the thing we could do, it would be transformational. But there is the timing of it, and it seems a little inconsiderate given the current situation in the world of gaming. And perhaps it could have been said a little bit better. But a lot of people were picking up on this and being like, this dude always... I don't think it went that... I don't think it's like that crazy. I just think he was thinking out loud, and he was on a panel, and people are taking it a little too far. I think this goes to show that, if anything, QA is very important. And the more QA we have, and the better QA we have, the better games we have. And so, as these QA workers are fighting for more pay and full-time employment and all that stuff, maybe consider giving it to them. Wink. And now, once more, we return to the world of game companies buying other game companies, this time with Tencent and Ubisoft. The Chinese gaming giant Tencent is set to acquire 49.9% of the holding company of Ubisoft's founders, something equating to about $300 million. Its direct stake in the company itself is now 9.9%, with the partnership now focusing on mobile titles from the Ubisoft franchises that we all know and love. Similar to a lot of other companies right now pushing big towards mobile with established franchises. Ubisoft insists our overall position is clear and well known. As we said last February, we have everything we need to remain independent. We have the talent, the industrial and financial scale, and a large portfolio of powerful IPs to create massive value in the coming years. It has provided us with a plan to build strategic partnerships with the biggest players in entertainment and tech. The current speculation is putting in plain sight the real appeal and value of our assets and our value creation potential. So like most of these press releases, it's just a bunch of corpo nonsense, and to be honest, a lot of gibberish. But what they're saying is, look, they're not buying us. We're strong. We have good IPs, and we're just partnering with them to do mobile stuff. So, like, don't stress it, fans. And we will see. Because this weekend on the 10th, I believe it is 9 p.m. Central European time and noon here in LA that they're doing their Ubisoft Forward event. I don't know what they're going to show. I imagine Assassin's Creed Mirage and maybe a Rabbids thing or a Just Dance. Indie games, honestly, I don't know. But what I do know, this is the segue, is that you can head over to patreon.com/Jesse Cox and see me build, oh, yeah, there it is, this thing right here. I spent time building this Lego set. It was in the background for a few of the other ones incomplete. Now it's done. Super fun. There's like a 22-ish minute video over there. Viddy? That's what I call them now. They're called viddies. Watch all my viddies over on patreon.com/Jesse Cox. Anyway, that's it. Thanks so much. And I will see you tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.